My name is Elida Dakoli. I'm a classical pianist. I was born in communist Albania. Living in communism, it's just hard to describe. It takes away everything. Right of speech, right of thinking, right of family life. Here I am with my family as well as my father, Elida Dakoli. Under the communist regime, we were considered with a bad biography or a second-class citizen.
Që ishte me biografi jo të mirë, komunizmi bën të çmos që këto njerëz të ndaheshin nga njëri tjetri. Pra, ka sjell shumë të këqija në familje.
Albania is located between Eastern and Western Europe, in the northern side of the Balkan Peninsula. We are from Durrës. Immediately following the Second World War in 1944, the communists come into power. Their first priority was eliminate the elite of the country. Unfortunately, this targeted both sides of my family.
Dhe komunizmi ishte I tillë që pjesën më të madhe popullsisë e ktheu në rob të vendit të tij. Vetëm një pakicë e vogël ignorantësh dhe spionësh e mbajshin pushtetin në diktaturë. Në krye të kësaj partie u vu një diktator që ishte Enver Hoxha. Përdori metodat nga më të njerëzore, vrasjet, internimet, pushkatimet, izolimi, torturat.
My great-grandfather on my mother's side, Avocatus and Mishketa, a very well-respected attorney, they murdered him in the street as the enemy of the people. We were not allowed to have his picture at home.
Këto ishin metodat që përdori komunizmi në Shqipëri për ta mbajtur popullin gjithmonë në thundër të tyre. Së eliminimi të intelektualëve, diktatura filloi me të madhe edhe me shpronësimin e të pasurve. Këtu hyn edhe familja ime.
My grandfather by my father's side was a successful businessman.
Baba im Elida Dakoli bashkë me të vllain e tij punonin tregtar në prodhimet bujqësore dhe në mjetet bujqësore. Dhe u pasuruan me punë të ndershme dhe vetëm se ishin tregtar, me të ardhmë diktatura I shpronsoi. I mori të gjithë pasurinë e luqme dhe të paluqme dhe e burgosën.
And they threw my grandmother in the street with her 4 children.
Atëherë ato e torturuan dhe derisa helmuan kur e diq. Shumë për ta gjetë varrin, por nuk e gjetëm dot. Me fëmijët e mi e kam qëndruar gjithmonë shumë afër, me qenë që e kisha vujtun të mos e vujt këto mungesën e babës. Familja për mua gjëja më e rëndësishme në jetë.
My parents sheltered me and my brother from the reality and the truth.
Që në çdo aspekt ne na bënin një luftë e jashtëzakonshme.
There were obstacles daily. However, my parents transformed them as adventures for me.
Elida sigur ka lindur për muzikën dhe muzika për Elidën.
My passion for music began at age 6. My grandmother's brother gave the idea that I should become a pianist. His daughter was the first female conductor in Albania. He would always say that we want for Elida to become a pianist. That's how it all started. That's how piano came into my life.
Me dëshirë ishte që të plotësoshim atë që dëshironte Elida, por në fakt nuk kishim forca.
That was only one music school in the city. The competition to get accepted at that music school was very high. The party officials only wanted musicians that reflected well on the Communist Party, not underprivileged children coming from a persecuted family.
Të ato me biografi të keqe, pra nuk kishim të drejtë të vazhdoshim shkollën e lartë.
My mother talked to me that I have to be the best of the best in order to succeed.
Pedagogët ishte drejtoria e shkollës, ajo vendoste se çfarë rrugë do merrte Elida, pavarësisht nga dëshira jonë.
I was accepted as a violin student. That's when you start getting used to the idea that you were being told what to do and cannot do.
Kohët e Enver Hoxhës mund të dënoj qoftë edhe për një pakënaqësi të vogël të shprehje.
I did not like violin. I went to class, but I did not like it. I was not interested in the instrument. One day, my father's first cousin, that was a piano instructor there, that was the conductor, she walked in and said, let's see how you are going to do in a piano lesson. I did the piano lesson, and then things started changing.
Kur Elida filloi pianon, u gëzua mjeshtmase sepse ja arriti qëllimit të vet.
I remember it was very hard. One of the piano teachers should always talk very poorly about me to the other teachers, and I would hear these things. And she would play with my mind. The classroom doors, they had a window. There were times that she, the teacher, stayed behind the door and looked at me through the little hole. And I was so shy and embarrassed that if I looked, something might happen.
Sepse 2-3 piano kishte e gjithë shkolla. Pra ishin mënyrat të pakalueshme, si të mund të themi.
In the 3rd grade, I started practicing in the evening. Students were sabotaging my practice time.
Kështu që kur visha unë Elida, thoshin ti ke ardhur, po këtu nuk ka drita.
The student that had the time before me would take off the light bulb, pretending that there was no electricity in their room or something went wrong.
Edhe na thoshin ne që shiko s'ka drita, ikni, dhe mbasi ikshim ne e veshin atë dhe vishin.
The student would take over the time that was my practice time. My father would carry light bulbs with him.
Unë po sa shkojsha, pastaj kontrollojsha dritat.
Sometimes they would even take off the light fixture. Every week was a new thing that we had to deal with.
Por vetëm kam ngulja e Elidës, bëri që të vazhdoj pianon, edhe të dali me sukses.
I was lucky because the system changed, communism went down. Otherwise, I did not have much future in music.
Vetëm fati I saj që erdhi sistemi demokratik, sepse ndryshe Elida akoma do ishte në Shqipëri dhe mund të ishte shumë një mësuese e thjesht pianoja, asgjë më tepër. Me ardhen e demokracisë, gjithçka është përmbysur dhe unë jam I kënaqur, jam I gëzuar që Shqipëria ecën me gjithë tmetat që ka.
What we went through should not be repeated at any generation. They controlled my upbringing, they controlled everything. We trained to perform as robots.
Komunizmi gjithçka të bëhet në kornizat e diktaturës.
And now I'm able to be myself and express myself into music. People want to express and to speak and find their loved ones that they lost during the communism.
Si mund të ndihet një njeri që nuk ka një varr për babin me një çu, një tuf lule. Diçka e tmerrshme.
Communism did not allow the freedom of family life. It's amazing how hard my parents fought to shelter us because they were watched at all times and then come home and put a happy face and a loving face. I'm very proud of the family that I come from and who we are today.